When most people think of calcium, they think of milk. But here's the truth. Milk is not the king of calcium. In fact, there are everyday foods that pack more calcium per serving than milk, some of them by a long shot. And if you're aiming for stronger bones, especially in your 50s or beyond, it's time to rethink what's really fueling your skeleton. If you're watching this, chances are you're starting to care a little more about things like bone density, joint strength, or just staying active and independent as the years go on. Maybe your doctor mentioned osteopenia, or you've felt the sting of a small fracture that took longer than expected to heal. Or maybe you're simply looking for better ways to support your body as you age, without relying on dairy, which, let's be honest, doesn't always sit well.
This video is all about 7 powerful foods that are higher in calcium than milk, but also easier on digestion, richer in complementary nutrients, and much more versatile in your daily diet. These aren't weird, hard-to-find superfoods either. They're accessible, affordable, and easy to work into your meals, even if cooking isn't your thing. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why you're taking calcium supplements or drinking milk, but your bone scans still aren't improving? Or maybe you felt bloated or sluggish after dairy and started to question if it's doing more harm than good. Those questions are valid. And here's the twist. Calcium alone isn't enough. Your body needs the right conditions to absorb it. Things like magnesium, vitamin D, and a healthy gut. In this video, we're not just naming 7 high-calcium foods. We're showing you why they work, how they support aging bones, and how to actually use them in your daily life. You'll discover small seeds with huge power, leafy greens that beat dairy, and even a pantry staple that supports your bones and your heart. And yes, we'll also cover how to make that calcium stick, what to pair it with, when to eat it, and what to avoid if you want better absorption. This isn't about demonizing milk or cutting everything out of your diet. It's about giving you more options, smarter options, so you can take control of your health with confidence. Whether you're lactose intolerant, plant-based, or just curious, you'll walk away with practical tools you can start using today. So, if you're ready to strengthen your bones, support your body, and maybe even surprise your doctor at your next checkup, keep watching, because coming up first is a tiny seed that packs nearly 4 times the calcium of milk, and you probably already have it in your kitchen. The first food on our list is one of the most calcium-rich ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen: sesame seeds. Though they're small, their nutritional profile is anything but. Just 100 grams of sesame seeds deliver approximately 975 milligrams of calcium. That's over 3 times the calcium in a single cup of milk, which typically contains about 300 milligrams. This makes sesame seeds one of the highest natural plant-based sources of calcium available today. But the benefits go well beyond calcium. Sesame seeds are also rich in magnesium, which is critical for converting vitamin D into its active form, thereby aiding calcium absorption. They also supply phosphorus and zinc, both essential minerals for maintaining bone mineral density and supporting the repair of bone tissue, 2 things that become increasingly important with age. Additionally, sesame seeds contain sesamin, a lignin compound with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that may help protect bone cells from oxidative stress and inflammation-related breakdown. From a practical standpoint, sesame seeds are easy to incorporate into a daily diet. 1 to 2 tablespoons per day can offer a significant calcium boost. Sprinkle them over salads, stir them into oatmeal, or mix them into rice and vegetable dishes. If you prefer a creamy option, tahini, a paste made from ground sesame seeds, is an excellent alternative. It can be used as a base for dressings, sauces, or even added to smoothies and soups for a nutrient boost. These forms not only enhance flavor but also increase the ease of digestion and absorption. Now, let's talk about something important: bioavailability. Sesame seeds contain phytates, which are natural compounds that can inhibit the absorption of minerals like calcium. The good news is that common kitchen practices such as soaking, sprouting, or lightly toasting sesame seeds significantly reduce their phytate content. These techniques improve mineral bioavailability and make the nutrients more accessible to the body. Tahini, being ground and sometimes lightly roasted, also contains fewer phytates, making it a more efficient source of absorbable calcium. To further enhance calcium absorption, pair sesame seeds or tahini with foods rich in vitamin C. This vitamin improves the body's ability to absorb plant-based minerals. For example, a lemon tahini dressing on a kale salad combines calcium, vitamin C, and other bone-supportive nutrients in one simple dish. You can also pair sesame with bell peppers, broccoli, or citrus fruits for a synergistic nutritional effect. If you're concerned about digestion, it's important to note that whole sesame seeds may pass through the digestive system partially intact, especially in older adults with slower gut motility. To improve nutrient absorption, opt for ground sesame, tahini, or cook the seeds into your meals. These forms are gentler on the digestive system and allow the body to extract and utilize more of the minerals they offer. Finally, while sesame seeds are nutrient-dense, they're also calorie-dense, so a moderate intake, about 1 to 2 tablespoons per day, is ideal. This amount strikes a balance between providing meaningful nutrition and maintaining calorie control, which is often important in age-related metabolic health. In summary, sesame seeds are an exceptional source of calcium and bone-supportive minerals. Their high mineral density, anti-inflammatory properties, and culinary versatility make them an excellent addition to any bone-healthy diet, especially for adults over 50 who want to reduce or eliminate dairy. The second food in our list is chia seeds, and despite their tiny size, they pack a massive nutritional punch. These small black or white seeds are often overlooked, but they offer one of the richest plant-based sources of calcium you can find. Just 100 grams of chia seeds contain approximately 630 milligrams of calcium, which is more than double the amount found in a single cup of milk. That makes chia seeds a top-tier choice for anyone looking to strengthen their bones without relying on dairy. Calcium, however, is only part of the story. Chia seeds are also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid ALA, which helps reduce chronic inflammation, a key contributor to bone and joint deterioration with age. They also contain high levels of magnesium and phosphorus, two minerals that work alongside calcium to support bone structure, improve mineral density, and reduce the risk of fractures in aging adults. Chia seeds are also a fiber powerhouse. With about 34 grams of fiber per 100 grams, they promote gut health, regular digestion, and support stable blood sugar levels, a vital benefit for adults managing metabolism and energy. This high fiber content also aids in the absorption of key nutrients, including calcium, by maintaining a healthy microbiome environment. Incorporating chia seeds into your daily meals is incredibly easy. One of the most popular methods is making chia pudding. Just soak a few tablespoons of chia seeds in plant-based milk overnight, and by morning you have a creamy, nutrient-rich snack or breakfast. You can also sprinkle them into smoothies, stir them into oatmeal or yogurt, or mix them into baked goods like muffins or energy bars. Their mild flavor and ability to absorb liquid make them versatile in both sweet and savory dishes. Some people are initially surprised by the gel-like texture chia seeds develop when soaked. This happens because they absorb up to 10 times their weight in water. While the texture may take some getting used to, it actually has benefits. This gel slows digestion, promotes satiety, and can help maintain stable energy throughout the day. If texture is a concern, blending them into smoothies or baked items allows you to reap the benefits without noticing the consistency. Another key advantage of chia seeds is their low oxalate and phytate content, which means they don't significantly interfere with calcium absorption. This makes the calcium in chia seeds more bioavailable than in many leafy greens. To further boost absorption, consider pairing chia seeds with vitamin C-rich fruits, such as strawberries, oranges, or kiwi. This combination supports collagen production and helps the body better utilize plant-based minerals. In short, chia seeds offer an exceptional combination of calcium, omega-3s, fiber, and essential minerals, all in a convenient, shelf-stable form. For adults over 50, they're an easy, effective way to protect and nourish bones, while also supporting heart and gut health. Now let's move to the third food, which is soft, protein-packed, and surprisingly high in calcium. Let's talk about tofu, a soft, versatile plant-based protein that delivers more than you might expect when it comes to bone health. While tofu is often recognized for its protein content, what many people don't realize is that when tofu is set with calcium sulfate, it becomes a potent source of calcium as well. Just 100 grams of calcium-set firm tofu can contain between 350 to 700 milligrams of calcium, depending on the brand. That's more calcium than a cup of milk. And it comes without the saturated fat, lactose, or digestive discomfort many adults experience with dairy. Tofu is more than just a source of calcium. It's also rich in high-quality plant protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass and bone integrity as we age. Protein supports the matrix of bone tissue and plays a vital role in healing and regeneration. Tofu also offers iron, magnesium, and phosphorus, all of which work together with calcium to strengthen bone density and support long-term skeletal health. Additionally, tofu contains isoflavones, natural plant compounds that may help slow bone loss, especially in postmenopausal women. Adding tofu to your meals is surprisingly simple. It takes on the flavor of whatever it's cooked with, making it ideal for stir-fries, soups, scrambles, or grilled dishes. You can cube it and toss it into a vegetable stew, pan-fry it for a crispy snack, or blend it into smoothies and sauces for a creamy texture. For a quick high-calcium breakfast, try tofu scrambled with leafy greens like kale or collards, both of which also contain bone-supportive nutrients. A common concern with tofu is texture. Some people find it too soft or bland at first, but that's easily solved with proper preparation. Pressing tofu before cooking removes excess moisture and improves texture, especially if you're planning to grill or pan-fry it. Marinating it before cooking also adds flavor and enhances its versatility. If you're new to tofu, starting with firm or extra firm varieties will give you the most satisfying texture and highest calcium content. Another concern is digestibility, particularly for those unfamiliar with soy products. However, tofu is fermented or processed in a way that reduces many of the compounds that typically cause digestive issues, such as oligosaccharides. Most people tolerate tofu well, and its low saturated fat and cholesterol-free profile make it an excellent choice for heart health, a bonus benefit for aging adults looking to protect more than just their bones. When choosing tofu, always check the label to confirm it's made with calcium sulfate. This is the key to its high calcium content. Some brands use magnesium chloride or other coagulants, which don't provide the same calcium benefits. Look for calcium set or calcium fortified on the packaging for best results. Tofu offers a powerful combination of calcium, protein, and essential minerals, making it one of the most effective and accessible foods for supporting bone health after 50. It's nutrient-dense, easy to prepare, and fits into nearly every diet style, from plant-based to flexitarian. The fourth food might surprise you even more, because it's a salty, shelf-stable seafood that brings not just calcium, but vitamin D, omega-3s, and real bone-building power. Let's take a look at canned sardines. They might just be the most underrated source of calcium on the shelf. Here's a surprising fact. 100 grams of canned sardines with bones provide around 380 milligrams of calcium. That's more than a cup of milk. The reason? Their soft, edible bones are rich in highly bioavailable calcium that your body can absorb efficiently. What makes sardines especially valuable for aging adults is that they offer much more than just calcium. They're also an excellent source of vitamin D, which plays a critical role in calcium absorption and bone metabolism. Without adequate vitamin D, even a calcium-rich diet can fall short. In addition, sardines are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which support joint health, reduce systemic inflammation, and promote cardiovascular function. They also provide phosphorus and protein, two essential nutrients for maintaining bone structure and preventing muscle loss with age. Sardines are extremely versatile and convenient. They come pre-cooked and ready to eat, making them perfect for quick meals. You can enjoy them straight from the can, mashed onto whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon, or added to salads, pasta, or grain bowls. For a warm option, try mixing sardines into scrambled eggs, tomato-based sauces, or stir-fries. Their savory flavor pairs well with herbs like parsley, dill, or basil, and they're often enhanced with just a touch of olive oil or vinegar. Some may hesitate to try sardines due to their strong flavor or texture, especially the bones, but those bones are key. They're soft, fully edible, and rich in calcium. If texture is a concern, mashing the sardines into spreads or mixing them into recipes can help make the bones less noticeable while retaining their nutritional value. Choosing sardines packed in olive oil or tomato sauce can also mellow the taste and add healthy fats or antioxidants. Another common concern is sodium content. While canned sardines can be salty, low-sodium varieties are widely available, and rinsing them briefly under water before use can reduce sodium by up to 40% without significantly affecting their nutritional quality. The benefits, calcium, vitamin D, omega-3s, far outweigh this concern when consumed in moderation. What sets sardines apart nutritionally is that they're one of the few foods that naturally provide both calcium and vitamin D, a pairing essential for building and maintaining strong bones. This dual benefit makes them uniquely effective for older adults, especially those at risk of deficiency due to limited sun exposure or reduced digestive absorption. In summary, sardines with bones are a nutrient-dense, shelf-stable, and highly bioavailable way to boost calcium intake, while also delivering protein, vitamin D, and heart-healthy omega-3s. They're convenient, affordable, and ideal for aging adults seeking a food-based approach to bone support. The fifth food is leafy, earthy, and surprisingly rich in calcium, especially once it's cooked. Let's take a closer look at amaranth leaves, a highly nutritious leafy green that's surprisingly rich in calcium and often overlooked in Western diets. Here's the surprising part. 100 grams of cooked amaranth leaves contain around 275 milligrams of calcium, nearly as much as a full cup of milk. And unlike spinach, which contains oxalates that limit calcium absorption, amaranth has a much higher calcium bioavailability, meaning your body can actually use the calcium it provides. Amaranth leaves offer much more than calcium. They're an excellent source of magnesium, which supports bone density and muscle function, and vitamin C, which not only boosts immunity but also enhances calcium absorption in the gut. These leaves are also rich in vitamin A, iron, potassium, and antioxidants, all of which play a role in supporting healthy aging, from preserving vision and skin to reducing inflammation that can accelerate bone loss. This leafy green is versatile in the kitchen and fits easily into most diets. You can sauté amaranth leaves with garlic and olive oil, much like you would with spinach or kale. They work beautifully in stir-fries, soups, or lentil-based stews. You can also add them to omelets, whole grain wraps, or mix them into savory breakfast scrambles. When cooked, the slightly earthy flavor becomes mellow and satisfying, making it easy to enjoy regularly. A key advantage of cooking amaranth leaves is that it significantly reduces natural anti-nutrients like oxalates and nitrates, which can interfere with mineral absorption. Cooking also concentrates the calcium content by reducing water volume. For those concerned about digestion, lightly steaming or sautéing the leaves makes them softer and gentler on the stomach, ideal for aging adults with sensitive digestion or reduced enzyme activity. When buying amaranth leaves, look for fresh bunches in local farmers markets, ethnic grocery stores, or the international section of supermarkets.
They're often labeled as callaloo, terere, or Chinese spinach in various cultures. If fresh options aren't available, frozen amaranth leaves retain most of their nutritional value and are a convenient alternative. One more tip: pairing amaranth leaves with a squeeze of lemon juice or a source of vitamin C can further enhance calcium and iron absorption, making your meals even more bone-supportive. A simple dish like sautéed amaranth with garlic, olive oil, and fresh lemon is both nutrient-dense and flavorful. To sum it up, amaranth leaves are a calcium-rich, mineral-dense, and easily digestible leafy green that deserves a place in any bone-focused diet. Their superior calcium absorption, coupled with magnesium, vitamin C, and antioxidants, make them especially valuable for adults over 50 looking to protect their bones, while also supporting overall vitality.
The sixth food in our list is collard greens, a southern classic that quietly outshines milk in the calcium department. When cooked, 100 grams of collard greens deliver approximately 260 milligrams of calcium, nearly as much as a full cup of milk, but with a much better nutrient profile for aging adults. What sets collards apart is their high calcium bioavailability. Your body can absorb and utilize the calcium from collard greens more effectively than from many other leafy greens, including spinach. Collard greens are also rich in vitamin K, a critical nutrient for bone metabolism. Vitamin K helps regulate calcium in the bones and prevents it from building up in arteries, making it a key player in both bone density and heart health. In addition, collards contain magnesium and folate, two nutrients that support bone formation and reduce inflammation. And let's not overlook their fiber content, which aids digestion, supports blood sugar stability, and helps promote healthy cholesterol levels, all important for active aging. Preparing collard greens doesn't have to be complicated. You can steam, sauté, or slow cook them depending on your taste preference. Sautéed collards with garlic and olive oil make a quick and flavorful side dish. Or try simmering them in a low-sodium vegetable broth with onions, smoked paprika, and a splash of vinegar for a traditional Southern-style dish that's also heart-healthy. For a modern twist, collards can be chopped into stir-fries, added to soups, or even used as a nutrient-rich wrap in place of tortillas. One common concern with collard greens is their slightly bitter taste, especially when raw. Cooking helps mellow the bitterness while preserving most of their nutrients. Light steaming or braising makes them more palatable and easier to digest, especially for adults over 50 who may have slower digestive enzyme activity. Adding a squeeze of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar after cooking can enhance flavor while also improving mineral absorption, thanks to the presence of vitamin C. Another benefit of cooking collards is the reduction of oxalates. compounds found in some leafy greens that can interfere with calcium absorption. Collards are already relatively low in oxalates compared to spinach, but cooking further minimizes their effect, making the calcium more bioavailable and bone-friendly. Collard greens are easy to find in most grocery stores and are affordable year-round. Fresh, frozen, or pre-chopped options all retain high nutrient levels when handled properly. Just be sure to rinse fresh greens thoroughly before cooking to remove any grit or residue. In summary, collard greens are a nutrient-dense, highly absorbable source of calcium, plus vitamin K, magnesium, and fiber, all of which support strong bones and healthy aging. Their culinary flexibility, low cost, and wide availability make them an ideal staple for anyone focused on long-term bone support. And now, let's move to the final food, a crunchy snack that's easy to love and secretly packed with calcium. Let's talk about almonds, a popular snack that's often praised for its healthy fats, but few realize just how much calcium it brings to the table. 100 grams of almonds contain about 264 milligrams of calcium, which is just slightly less than a cup of milk. But considering their portability, long shelf life, and additional health benefits, almonds are a smart and satisfying way to support your bones. In addition to calcium, almonds are packed with magnesium, a mineral that plays a key role in bone formation and helps regulate calcium levels in the blood. They're also rich in vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects cells from oxidative stress, including the bone-building cells that become more fragile with age. Almonds provide plant-based protein and a good dose of fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and supports a healthy gut microbiome, an often overlooked factor in mineral absorption. Adding almonds to your diet is as easy as grabbing a handful for a snack. Just 1 ounce, about 23 almonds, gives you roughly 75 milligrams of calcium. You can also sprinkle sliced almonds over salads, mix them into oatmeal or yogurt, or use almond butter on whole grain toast or in smoothies. Roasted, raw, slivered, or ground, almonds offer flexibility in both sweet and savory dishes. Some people may worry about the fat content in almonds, but it's important to note that the fats are primarily monounsaturated, which support heart health and help reduce inflammation. These are the same fats found in olive oil, and they can actually help with weight management by promoting satiety. For those watching their calorie intake, portion control is key. Stick to about a small handful per day to reap the benefits without going overboard. Another concern may be digestibility, especially if chewing becomes more difficult with age. In that case, soaking almonds overnight can soften their texture and improve nutrient availability. Almond butter is another easy-to-digest alternative that still delivers calcium and magnesium. Just make sure to choose unsweetened varieties without added oils or preservatives. Almonds also contain phytates, compounds that can inhibit calcium absorption to a degree. However, soaking, roasting, or fermenting almonds, such as in almond-based yogurts or spreads, can reduce these compounds and enhance bioavailability. Pairing almonds with vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges or strawberries can further improve mineral absorption, making for a bone-friendly and energizing snack combo. In summary, almonds offer a convenient, nutrient-dense, and delicious way to boost calcium intake while supporting heart, bone, and metabolic health. Their combination of calcium, magnesium, healthy fats, and antioxidants makes them a perfect finishing food in this lineup, especially for older adults focused on strength, energy, and long-term vitality. Now that you've seen all 7 foods, one thing is clear: you don't have to rely on milk to keep your bones strong. With the right combination of calcium-rich whole foods, like leafy greens, seeds, seafood, and plant proteins, you can build stronger bones, improve absorption, and support your overall vitality at any age. To help you get started, I'm inviting you to take the 7-day calcium challenge. Each day this week, try adding just one of the 7 foods we covered. Whether it's chia pudding for breakfast, sautéed collard greens with lunch, or almonds as a snack, the goal is simple: 1 step a day toward better bone health. Now here's where you come in. Drop a comment right now and let us know. Which of these 7 foods have you already been eating regularly, and which one surprised you the most? Your comment might help someone else make the first move, and your question might be the one we answer next. If this video gave you helpful ideas, be sure to like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This channel is here to give you real, science-backed strategies for staying strong, active, and independent.